Hello and welcome back to more High Peak. Well, we've got a bit of a funny one today because, well, let me just explain. I've been buying and selling cars since I was about 17 years old, and I set up High Peak Autos back in 2015. So I've run it now for nearly 10 years, and I've never been away from this place for longer than 3 or 4 days. But today's my last day here for about 4 weeks, and I've never done this before and I'm quite nervous. This last week's just been a mad rush trying to get everything organised, and I've still got loads to do. Before I just disappear, I need to make sure everything's organised so it still runs seamlessly in my absence. So I've got loads of people to pay, invoices to pay, sales to organise, cars to move around, so there is quite a lot to do. On top of all this, I've had the YouTube channel to think about as well. So we normally do 5 videos a week, 3 on the main channel and 2 on the second channel. So because I'm away for 4 weeks, I've had to do a month's worth of videos in advance. So for the last 3 or 4 weeks, I just haven't stopped. But I'm nearly there now. I had this huge mountain of work ahead of me, both here and with the videos. But I finally reached the top of the mountain and I'm ready to plant my flagpole. Although I'm going to be filming content while I'm away, this is going to be my last actual video on home soil, so it's a bit of a weird feeling really. I am a little bit nervous and kind of apprehensive about relinquishing control. I've never done this before, but we just got to take a leap. I've got some admin to do first. I'm going to spend the next 5 or 10 minutes paying people. I don't want to disappear. I always think that looks bad, you know, when business owners just disappear and they owe people loads of money. So I'm going to make sure that everyone's paid up to this point, and then I won't have a guilty conscience when I'm at the airport. So that's what we're going to do first, and then I'll give you a tour around the forecourt. I'll show you what's sold and also what's due in. But it's also a bit of a goodbye, hopefully a goodbye to a lot of this stock, because when I get back in 4 or 5 weeks' time, most of this should be gone. To be fair, this is no different from a usual Friday because I always sit down and pay everyone anyway. So, but yeah, it's going to be my last one for 4 or 5 weeks. Oh, I've had a payment refund. That's unusual, isn't it? When you get a brown envelope, usually it's bad news. We've got £16.66 in cheque form. Results. I've got bills to pay here from the detailers, so I'm just going to sort that out. Also, today we bought 5 more Mercedes pickup trucks, so we've been and collected those this morning. That was one of the valets there, actually. One's already back and prepared. We've got 4 more to follow. This is turning into quite a regular source of Mercedes pickup trucks, and they're always decent quality. They've always been looked after, and they always seem to sell well. So, although it's a lot of the same stock, I can't really turn it down. We're always looking for decent stock, so that seems like a good opportunity. So yeah, all those pickup trucks are coming from one company. It's quite a large company, and these were reps vehicles. So yeah, I think this is like the 3rd batch of 5 pickup trucks we've bought. So we bought 15 of them now, and there are still some more to come as well. But it seems to be a really good supply of stock because they've all been maintained well, and they're quite modern trucks as well. This is sort of the boring nature of running a business really. Friday, you're just paying everybody, and there's usually nothing left for yourself. Sorry if this is boring, by the way. We've only got 2 or 3 more bills left. As soon as these are paid, I'll take you outside and it's a bit more exciting, I promise.
A few moments later.
Right, well, that's my admin done then, so let's go outside. In fact, that's just arrived, a little Fiat 500, 2014 64, done 47,000 miles. I literally just got that back from the valeters today, so they always sell really well. I'm going to get a genuine set of wheel trims for it because those are hideous, and it could do with a bit of a polish. But yeah, quite a clean car. And in a good colour as well. It's only a pop, it's a low spec, but it doesn't matter. They're great first cars. There's nothing to mention inside here. I think you've seen all this. My own SL's still here. I need to get that back to my garage. But yeah, that's it. We'll head outside. So we had quite a busy June actually, which was good. Now we're heading into July, it has slowed down a bit, but that's always the case. As soon as you get into July and August, I don't know whether it's summer holidays or school holidays or whatever, but it does always go a bit quiet. So you just got to try and keep motivated, really, or disappear somewhere warm for 4 weeks. Some of these cars are still here from the last time we did a garage tour, like the white BMW, the Subaru Impreza. I don't know why they haven't sold, to be honest, because they're quite desirable, and they've all been prepared and stuff. This is a new arrival, the Skoda Kodiaq. I've done a video with that on the main channel. That's a really nice car actually. I never had one of those before, so when I got offered one, I jumped at it. I've spent about £1,000 on that preparing it for sale, but it is a really nice example. Done 85,000 miles or something, automatic, 4-wheel drive, high spec, 2-litre diesel as well. It's the kind of car that when I drove it, I thought, this is all right, if I had to have this, there's nothing wrong with it at all. Drove really well. I took my white Range Rover down to my mechanics today because we've taken a deposit on that. It's finally sold. I say finally, it's been on sale and off sale because I keep changing my mind, but I committed to the idea of selling it recently and we've got a buyer for it with 2 nice part exchanges actually, so hopefully I'll be able to make some profit on the part exchanges, which will make up for the big loss I've sustained on it. But whatever, I've run it for 3 years. It was my pride and joy, so hopefully it's gone to a new home. Fingers crossed the new owner of that loves it as much as I do. Today's video is sponsored by Car Vertical. Now, before you hand over any cash for a used car or motorbike, it's really important that you do a thorough vehicle history check. Otherwise, you just don't know what you're buying. A car might look okay on the face of it, but until you do a thorough vehicle history check, you really don't know what's lurking beneath. I've been using Car Vertical now for years, and every single car you can see on the forecourt, I've checked using Car Vertical. All you do is head over to carvertical.com and type in the reg or the VIN, and then it produces a very detailed report. So it tells you whether it's ever been stolen, written off, had a mileage rollback, or has outstanding finance on it. In addition to that, it shows you the MOT history, the ownership changes, the spec of the car, the average market value, and a whole lot more. It doesn't just work in the UK either, it works in 35 different countries. So before you complete your purchase of your car or motorcycle, make sure you do a thorough vehicle history check first using Car Vertical. If you use my promo code HIGHPEAK, that's HIGHPEAK all one word, HIGHPEAK, you'll save yourself 20% off each and every check that you do. Or alternatively, click the link below in the video description. Right, enough of that. We've got a few fresh pieces of stock, but none of them have been prepared yet because my mechanic was short-staffed last week. So hopefully next week they'll be able to take on the extra work. That, for example, that 3008 needs preparing. That arrived a couple of days ago. The Isuzu pickup truck, that's now finally sorted. Again, there's a video on the main channel for that. I bought that a few weeks ago and it was a bit scruffy, so I've spent a fortune on it. Probably like £2 on it actually. I've had new tyres, some paintwork done, service, MOT. Yeah, it did need quite a lot of work, that. Oh, the Tesla Model X behind me isn't mine. I've borrowed that for a video. I'm not a massive EV fan, but that's one of the few that I've driven that I thought, actually I could have one of these. I thought it was quite cool. What else have we got? Oh, this is a new arrival, the Hyundai Tucson. So this is a 2017, I think that's the, what will that be? That's the third generation Tucson, I think, or the fourth? 2015 onwards, I think it's the third gen. Anyway, that's quite a nice car. I bought that from a local main dealer a couple of days ago, so that shouldn't be around too long. It's automatic as well, which I think helps. The Q2, I did a video on the main channel with that, so you'll have probably seen that. The L200 I've had for about 6 months, I just can't sell that at all. And I don't know why. It's desirable, it's fairly priced. I can't do any more with it, it's weird. It will eventually sell, as everything does. The Mocha, I think the last time we saw the Mocha, it was on the car park and I wasn't sure whether it was mine or not. That's the Mocha. What else? I think the Sportage we saw last time. Oh, this is new. So I bought this little Audi A3 recently in like an old English white. It had a little bit of paintwork done. There was a dent on the wing which I've had popped out. The whole car's been polished and buffed. The driver's seat was ripped on the bolster, so I've had that replaced. And yeah, it's a nice car, that. Loads of service history. So yeah, that should sell quite easily. Oh, this is a new arrival actually. So this is a Mazda CX-3 or CX-30? Hang on a sec. CX-3. I bought this a few days ago and it sold right away. I did a TikTok with it and I was quite impressed with it. It's a little 1.6 diesel, it's quite a high spec. It's basically, it's pretty much like a Mazda 2 but just jacked up. But yeah, I've never had one of those before and I was quite pleased. And that sold yesterday, so it wasn't in stock long at all. But I can see why, it's sensible mileage and it was great value. I think that went for £7,500 or something, so I think that's great value really for something that's so modern. Some of these cars I expect will still be here when I get back from my travels, like the little Miev thing, and like my Murano, for various reasons really. The Murano no one seems to want because it's high tax. The Miev no one seems to want because it looks like that. So they'll probably still be here. But hopefully the rest will have been rehomed. It might look like we haven't got much stock, but I can assure you we've got plenty in the pipeline. We've got 5 of those Mercedes pickup trucks arriving, one by one. They're all in various states of prep. One's back from the valeters already, 2 are at the valeters, they'll be back on Monday. The other 2 are at the mechanics having service and MOTs and stuff done, so yeah, a week or so and they'll all be back and all be ready. We do have other fresh stock as well, I just can't remember. Honestly, this week it's just been a bit too much, my brain's fried. There are a few cars which I expect will sell in the next few days. So, for example, the little Mini back there, that was a part exchange. That won't be around long, it's really nice. We do have cars everywhere actually thinking about it. I've got a John Cooper Works Mini somewhere. I think that's at the Valeters. That's a really nice car actually. I did a video with that on the main channel, so that'll be back shortly. But yeah, while I'm gone, I expect the Ceed SW will sell, and probably the Kodiaq. They're quite desirable cars. The Kia Soul I've had for ages, so I'm hoping that's gone by the time I get back. There's nothing wrong with that, it's a really nice car. I quite like the Soul actually. Yeah, that's a weird one because I've had it 3 months now. I sold it once, then I think the guy changed his mind because he wanted an automatic, and yeah, it's just sat here ever since. It's weird. The Jeep Patriot, in fact, let me show you. I thought I'd sold this last week, but the deal fell through. Now this is the one that was sitting at my mechanics for ages. I don't really know why. It did need quite a bit of work. I spent maybe £1,500 on it, getting it ready for sale, but all that work's done now, and yeah, it's ready to go. I'm not a massive fan of them, to be honest, but it would make a good family car or towing vehicle. It's a little turbo diesel, so they're quite economical. It's something a bit different from a Duke or a Qashqai, isn't it? We've also got a little Audi A1 there as well, which will probably be here when I get back. It's a really nice car, that, and we've had it ages. I'm guessing because it's not an S-Line, people perhaps want the sportier version. That one isn't, it's just a quite a boring spec, I suppose, but it's low mileage, it's white. I thought it was quite desirable, but what do I know? So this is the Mini that I think should sell. So, as you can see, it's finished in quite a nice colour combination. And it's the Clubman as well, with those cool rear doors. Now, the last time I had one of these, it was in stock for like a week, and it sold right away. This has only been here for a couple of days, so I imagine that won't be here much longer. This one came in parts exchange, I just can't remember on which car. We did have quite a busy run last month, and I can't remember off the top of my head which one it came in against, but yeah, it was a parts exchange. So I really can't see that still being here by the time I get back. I've got quite a busy afternoon. I've got to go down to the car wash and pick up a Ford Fiesta that's sold, that's being picked up tomorrow. So I've got to get that back here and accessible, ready for its new owner. That was one that, in fact, I did a main channel video with that. So I bought this, it was a 2010 Ford Fiesta in like a brownie colour. Paid £500 for it, spent about £1,000 on it, and then it sold yesterday for 2,495. So still quite a healthy profit margin really on a very little outlay. So that's been picked up tomorrow, so that's good news. Then I need to go down to my mechanics and pick up whatever's ready. I've got a few hours left of the day to go and pick up all the cars that are ready, bring them back here or to the car wash so that they're accessible. Otherwise they'll be locked in my mechanics compound all weekend. And they're not going to sell while they're locked in a compound, are they? I also, and this is the part of the Friday that I always dread, I need to go and pay my mechanic's bill. Last Friday it was like £4,500. I'm expecting the same this Friday. So it's where an awful lot of my money goes. But having said that, they do an awful lot of work for me. I've just remembered as well, I've got another Mercedes at the Valeters that needs to be collected. So I need to get a lift for that and go and collect that. Then I need probably half an hour with one of my colleagues, just while I, cross all the T's and dot the I's and stuff and organise the handover. I'm a little bit nervous about this, I don't know if you can tell, but I've never done this kind of thing before. I've never been away from this place for longer than 3 or 4 days. So, but still, I just keep trying to reassure myself that it's in safe hands, nothing bad's going to happen. I'm on the other end of the phone if they need anything, so it isn't the end of the world. I hope. Business will continue as it always does. Luckily, I suppose July and August are always a bit quieter, so it's not like I'm deserting the ship while it's manic. So that's probably quite a good thing, I suppose. So yeah, the show must go on, I suppose. And that's about it. I'm going to have to make a move now because I've still got loads of things to do. So, but yeah, I'm going to head down to my mechanics now, so I suppose we can lock up for one final time. Which is a bit sad, really. Don't know how I feel about this. I thought I'd be happier than I actually am. Weird, isn't it? You see, this place is like a cause of a lot of stress for me, so I thought I'd be happier about leaving it, but yeah, I've got mixed emotions really, mixed feelings. You know what's always good as well? You can smell the Indian restaurant, the food from the Indian. Can you smell it?
Yeah.
Always makes me hungry. Right. Don't forget your cameras.
Just then.
Just. Right, well that's about it. So thank you once again for watching. Make sure you give the video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Make sure you subscribe if you haven't done already. You can follow me on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter and TikTok. I'll leave the links below. Yeah, cheers guys. See you next time.